Hey guys, Average Joe the Average Geek here. And I found something really fun online the other day. It helped put Star Trek Discovery into perspective. It's very interesting. This is a newspaper article written in 1987 by a man named Dave Thomas. And I'm sure you're going to see some similarities to what's going on today. So, yeah, definitely check this out. Star Trek is coming back to TV without Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, and the rest of the crew. And Trekkies around the world are up in arms. Outraged fans are beseeching producer Gene Roddenberry, creator of the original series, to halt plans to launch the Starship Enterprise this fall in a syndicated series called Star Trek: The Next Generation. Their plans have fallen on deaf ears, and what they call the ripoff is set to air on 125 stations nationwide. The new series has an unknown British Shakespearean actor sitting in the Captain Kirk's chair on the bridge. But what has Trekkies even more upset is that the beloved Vulcan, Mr. Spock, has been replaced by a blind character who sees through robot eyes. They are also mourning the absence of McCoy, Uhura, Chekhov, and Sulu, and the rest of the intrepid space voyagers who earned a place in the entertainment history books by boldly going where no man has gone before. They point out that Chief Engineer Scott, who will also be missing from the series, became immortalized in the phrase, "Beam me up, Scotty." Who, they ask, could possibly take their place? They claim it would be like remaking John Wayne's movies with an unknown in the Duke's saddle. Die-hard fan Ruth Breisinger of Atlanta, Georgia, is one of the many spearheading a writing campaign to Star Trek newsletters from coast to coast in hopes of transporting the series into another space-time continuum. "It's ludicrous," she declares flatly. "The charm and success of the original series was based on the perfect mix of characters and the actors playing those parts. It's the family of characters, especially the relationship between Captain Kirk, played by William Shatner, and Spock, the character that Leonard Nimoy made famous, that made Star Trek what it was. You can't hit that again." Harve Bennett, who produces the Star Trek movies with the original cast, has even admitted that no one knows how the magic mix came into being, so there's no way to repeat it. It's sad to see this rip-off series going on the air, particularly for us fans who have been there from the beginning. Roddenberry is just trying to cash in on the popularity of the original show. Star Trek aired between 1966 and 1969. Only 79 episodes were produced, but it became a cult classic and one of the most watched shows ever in rerun. It spawned 4 wildly successful movies with the original cast, but fans are worried that the new series will jeopardize the future of the big screen epics. They also fear that if the movies falter, so will the incomes of the actors and actresses they idolize. Joan Verb, vice chairman of the Star Trek Well Committee in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, says there are many fans who really hate the idea of a new show, and a lot of them think that if it isn't well received, it will reflect badly on the movies. Other fans are outraged that Roddenberry is dragging their beloved Star Trek name through the mud. I think it should have a different name. I think you should have named it something else, maybe Starfleet, because the new show will obviously be different than the original, says grandmother Shirley Majewski, president of the International Star Trek Fan Club. The new cast features Patrick Stewart, who will try to fill Shatner's boots as Captain Jean-Luc Picard. LeVar Burton, who had a starring role in Roots, will challenge Spock's memory as the blind Geordie LaForge. Soap opera actress Cheryl McFadden, as Dr. Beverly Crusher, will take over to sickbay from DeForest Kelly's character, Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy. Others include Jonathan Frakes, who will play Commander William Riker, Brent Spiner as Commander Data, an android with superior strength, and Denise Crosby as Commander Natasha Yar, the tough-as-nails female security chief. Bressinger turns to an old Star Trek episode to sum up her feelings about the new series. The episode titled The Ultimate Computer, she says. It was about the frustration of a man who invented a supercomputer, the best in the world. but he was unable to, after that, to ever come close to the amazing feat. That was the best he could do, and he can never repeat it. A lot of us feel the same way about Gene Roddenberry in Star Trek. He won't be able to achieve that level again. Again, this article was written by a man named Dave Thomas in the summer of 1987, right before Star Trek The Next Generation appeared on televisions that September. For me, this puts a lot of things into focus. We, as human beings, naturally fear the unknown. We naturally want to protect the things we love. We want to keep them pristine as possible, and when something threatens it, we often react with anger, vitriol, fear. I challenge everyone to check your opinions on Star Trek Discovery. I know they're strong. I have my strong opinions about it. Everyone out there does, especially the real Trekkies. But check your opinions and view them through the lens of this article. I challenge you. And see if maybe you're not giving the show the chance that it needs. Yeah. Something to think about. Average Joe the Average Geek. Talk to you later. And live long and prosper.